We now have a special presentation before we get to our next keynote, and this is one of my favorite parts of Flash Memory Summit. We give recognition to a woman who has achieved great things in our industry. It's called the SuperWomen in Flash Leadership Award, and I'd like to introduce to you the person who heads up the SuperWomen in Flash committee, Kimberly Bates, who is an incredible leader in our industry. She manages director and analyst for the Evaluator Group, which is a leading analyst firm covering IT infrastructure and information management. Kimberly's been an executive with a number of companies, Veritas, IBM, the list goes on of leaders of our industry. And she's currently not just chairing this, she's a part of our executive committee for Flash Memory Summit, and she's been a personal friend of mine I've known for several decades, and I'll turn things over to Kimberly Bates.
Thanks, Jay. Good morning. We're getting close to lunch, I know. SuperWomen in Flash, let me see, there we go, okay. SuperWomen in Flash was formed in 2015. We began as a panel that the executive committee here asked me to put together, and then it formed into more of an organization. It now seems to be part and parcel of FMS. So I want to say thank you very much to the organization itself for promoting this. One of the goals here was to encourage more women to enter and succeed in our marketplace. I think you can glance around the room and see how many women we have here. I'm going to use the old joke that I use all the time. There's never a problem getting into the bathroom here. It's a real easy process for me. And someday I want it to be harder. The other thing that was interesting about putting the panel together is that I found it was really hard to find out where the bodies were buried, the engineering women that are fabulous into this industry. And it took a lot of questions, a lot of people. I said, I know IBM, I know, the other folks that was asking, where are they? And so that getting them part of the panel and part of the event has gotten that visibility to the point that this year, in doing the SuperWomen Flash Leadership Award, it was a really tough decision. And the nominations that were submitted were just phenomenal. And as our group got together, we said, let's scratch our heads and see where we go with this one. So with that, what I really want to do, so I want to back up here. These are the three prior winners of the Leadership Award. Amber Huffman, so many of you know, from Intel, driving NVMe. Colleen Sanchez from IBM, who drove the top line flash systems at IBM. And then 2 years ago was Barbara. And Barbara, today, she's heavy duty into the HPC market, the AI market, and building the industry itself. Similar to the Leadership Award, the Lifetime Leadership Award, we have similar criteria that we look at. We're looking at people that have promoted or helped promote the industry and the technology, have been a leader in the industry, and also have shown leadership in a company or a division. So with no further ado, what I'd like to do is introduce Dr. Yan Li, who is the Vice President of Memory Technologies from Western Digital. If she wants to come on up. As I've done in the past, I want to give you a little bit of background on Dr. Li, because I think how and where women come and enter this market is not the path of least resistance, for sure. She grew up in the Cultural Revolution of China. And at that time, no one really went to college during that time. She also, as I interviewed her, remembered the days when President Nixon came over, and then also when Chairman Mao died in 1977, and it was then that things started really opening for her. Both her parents were teachers. The family was fortunate enough to live on the school compound, and because of that, she was exposed to other people that were college educated, and that spurred her to go and get more educated. She passed a phenomenal, math exam during that period of competition in middle school, and then went on and exceeded in her schools, and then went to the University of Science and Technology at China at the age of 16. Now, while she will say she's very good at math and was fortunate to study solid-state technology, she doesn't consider herself to be a genius by any stretch of the imagination. And in fact, when we interviewed her and went over through a lot of the discussion, she kept saying I was like in the middle of the class way too many times, but I'm sure she's not. She did come to the United States. She studied at Lehigh University with a master's and a doctorate student in material sciences. Most of her classmates went to Wall Street. She came to SanDisk. And yesterday, you guys honored one of the founders of SanDisk. She joined them in 1998, very early on. Those tears that he shed, I think, is reflective because she also said how fond she was of them and how much of a risk they actually took on her at that time. 10 years later, she was vice president at the company and leading a global team of 200. And today, she holds more than 200 patents and is best known for her work in NAND and specifically developing first triple-layer cell in 2008. Another notation, before Flash could become accessible to a broad base of customers, it was critical to bring the cost of Flash down. Dr. Lee contributed to the team that invented all bit line architecture and the asynchronous independent plain read technology. There were two key enablers of today's Flash industry, both critical building blocks to where we are today, making Flash affordable to where we carry it in our pocket. So with all that, please congratulate Dr. Yan Lee and SuperWomen in Flash Leadership Award. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly, for your introduction. I really want to thank the Flash Memory Summit for select me as a Superwoman of Flash. And also, I want to really, it is an honor for being recognized in the league of previous award recipient. It is really a group of Superwomen. It's an honor for me to accept this award. And, but this is not only my award. This is really an honor for my company who has the innovative culture and also for all the managers and leaders that empower me through my career. Honestly, I really think the Flash technology is the most exciting technology in the world. I was really fortunate to join the industry in the booming years. Since 2000 to now, the Flash has been transitioned from a niche product to a ubiquitous use in everything like a smartphone or data center, even AI. There's so many presentations. I was really fortunate, along with my able colleagues, contributed with many enhanced features in the Flash technology and the design, like all-bit line architecture, which enabled the aggressive scaling of NAND physically and logically. So in turn, that we produced a successful product and grow the company and industry. So I'm very fortunate to have so many managers and that really helped me out through my career. For example, the legendary SanDisk CEO, Eli Harari and Sanjay Mehrotra. Eli was here yesterday. It's a very memorable time. Also, I want to I'm very grateful to my longtime manager, Conquer Quater, who has really a passion for innovation. He brought breakthrough and after breakthrough into our Flash product in SanDisk. Then as a SanDisk and now is a Western Digital, and the management not only fosters the innovation, but they also favors or really rewards the drive and dedication in execution. So this actually propelled me in the career from engineer, simple engineer, to a project leader, then up to the management chain to become a VP of engineering. So I was really fortunate to work with many talented people like Audie Cerner, Jian Cheng, and Youping Fang, who collaborate with me with many key patents. And right now, I was also helped by many of my managers in Western Digital, such as Siva Sivaran, Matt Crawley and Alper, Luca Fasoli, and Masa Higashitani, and Insu, who really values diversity and saw some talent in me. So I still remember my first career breakthrough is when we are doing the first industry first TLC. Actually, yesterday's award is more on the logical scaling. So we were the first one to brought the TLC in NAND into production. And it's a very key development back then. It's to really bring down the cost and broaden the flash applications. So my manager able to really entrust me with this critical position as a project leader, and then they give me the necessary resource and support to succeed. So they really value the drive and capability in execution in me, so provide the platform for me to grow. I'm very grateful for them. So on the other hand, I always say the innovation is, you cannot predict when it's going to happen, but it doesn't happen on its own. So it's need to be nurtured to grow. So we have seen incredible innovation in the past 35 years in our flash industry. So we are celebrating here this week together for this legacy. So, but going forward to continue this innovation, we really need, it's our responsibility for all of us to nurture new talents, especially the talents in the underrepresented group. So working in the engineering field, women always a minority. So I really happy to see so many managers and executives has been very motivated to hire and help women to grow and put a talented woman in a key position. But everybody here can make a difference. I call on everybody here to really reach out to develop and advance some of the rising engineering stars, and really share your experience and be an ally and take some opportunity to collaborate and be a mentor. So through this SuperWomen Award, I really feel very happy to see the women's contribution being recognized. And I'm happy to be a role model, and hopefully I can inspire more women joining the flash industry or engineering in general. Thank you very much.
And this is really heavy. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.